Trader Joe's haul. So Hunter and I went to Trader Joe's earlier today and did apparently a lot of shopping. And I thought I'd show you guys some of our favorite Trader Joe's items. But I also checked out some new stuff that they have, well, at least new to me. Let's get started with the produce section, and I tried to organize it as best as possible so that there's some kind of order here. But this is a bag of spinach that we like to get. I don't know.
Les salades du midi, baby spinach.
Yeah. But I like to make salads a lot, or just healthy bowls and just put like a bit of spinach on top. But we also use this often to make Hunter's blender muffins, and it contains like a good handful of spinach in there so that he can get his greens. Next, this is the tricolor bell peppers, and I just like to chop these up and put them in a stir fry. And I'll show you guys, I know this isn't produce, but this is something that my sister-in-law introduced me to. It's Trader Joe's all-natural shaved beefsteak. And seriously, this is like a lifesaver for me. Like, it's cut so thinly, and I don't have to chop any of it up, which is nice. Like, I can just throw it right onto the pan. And what I'll do is add this, the beef, and onions together. And I believe I bought a couple onions, but that's okay. I don't think they're shown here. But I'll make a little stir fry out of that, and it just turns out super delicious. You just add a little bit of soy sauce, garlic, ginger, whatever you want, and it always turns out good. And it's just so fast to make. Like, I feel like it only takes like 5 minutes for this beef to fully cook. They're trimmed and cleaned green beans, and they're already pre-washed, and it says that they're microwavable, but I like to buy green beans because we like to eat Thai curry. And so I will just chop these up in like half size and add it with some ground turkey, which we already have in the fridge, and some Thai red curry. And this is really great. It's got like a little bit of a kick to it, and if you've been watching our videos on the Allec family channel, you know that we love spicy food, especially Logan. So
this isn't like super spicy though.
It's not,
right?
No, it's on the milder side. Like, even Hunter can handle it. So if you're a little bit afraid or just want to gauge where the heat level is on this, if our baby can handle it, you probably can too. It goes great with green beans, ground turkey, and then I like to add some unsalted roasted peanuts, just to garnish the curry. And then obviously you eat it with rice or cauliflower rice, what have you. But yeah, it's a really easy recipe. Maybe I'll do a video on it in the future.
You can use really any kind of meat, right?
Oh yeah, you can throw any kind of meat. I just using ground turkey because that's what my friend suggested.
So the green beans, and then the peanuts, and this Thai red curry sauce, plus any meat, or even just tofu or something, right?
Oh yeah, if you want a vegetarian option, tofu is a great option. Okay, next. So Hunter loves sweet potatoes. Like, that's probably one of his favorite foods.
It was probably one of his first solid foods we gave him, right?
Yeah, this and butternut squash were like his two favorites when he was first starting off with.
And in Korean, sweet potatoes is gogoma.
Gogoma. Yes.
Kogoma. And butternut squash is, I forget, hobak. Hobak.
Yeah, squash is hobak.
Yep.
But yeah, these are murasaki sweet potatoes, and I mean, they look purple on the outside, but inside it's just like, well, when it's raw it just looks white or like creamy yellow, but when it's cooked, yeah, it doesn't become a purple potato or anything like that. I think I assumed because it was purple on the outside it would be purple on the inside, but it's not like that. But they are super yummy. Like, I definitely prefer these sweet potatoes over like just like the red ones that you find at a typical grocery store. But I love the size of these. They're, I don't know, maybe about like the length of the palm of my hand. And I just rinse these, wash them, and then throw them into our air fryer and then heat it up at the highest temperature setting for 30 minutes. And they're perfectly roasted. I obviously have to wait for a while to let it cool down because I don't want to give Hunter something too hot for his mouth. But he can probably down like 2 of these if he wanted to per sitting.
And he often wants to.
Yes.
And he often gets very impatient when they're cooling down.
Yeah, he loves sweet potatoes. Okay, next I bought a few avocados, and this is just for a guacamole that I want to make later because I still have red onions, cilantro, and jalapenos and limes in the fridge. But I thought guacamole would go really well with, so I bought 2 of these shaved steaks. But I thought I could make little like Mexican bowls using the beef, the guacamole, and then maybe some spinach and rice. The last couple curries, so I bought sliced white mushrooms. I thought it would be really yummy to saute these with, again, the steak and then the bell peppers that I talked about to make a nice Asian stir fry.
So mushrooms, bell peppers, and this shaved beef stick.
Yeah,
Yummy.
and you could add onions or whatever you want.
Yeah, we had this, what did we have this last night, right?
We did have this yesterday.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Anytime I go to the store, I always have to buy a carton of eggs because we go through eggs in this house really quickly. Like Logan and I, our breakfast typically is eggs. And one of the recipes that I use, which is like a egg and ham and Parmesan omelet or like a scramble, it requires a lot of eggs. We go through these really quickly. These are, Persian cucumbers. We go through cucumbers pretty quickly as well in this house because Hunter actually really loves cucumbers. He's generally a really good eater, but there are certain vegetables that he doesn't really enjoy. Like he doesn't like bell peppers, but he does love cucumbers. Okay, now on to the fun stuff, snacks. So I love munching on snacks. I think Logan can say he does too. I obviously bought a bunch of snacks so that whenever we get hungry and I don't have time to cook, we can always just take a little helping of some kind of munchies that is available for us and easily accessible. On the healthier side, yeah, let's start off with the healthier side. I bought organic dried mango, and these are unsulfured and unsweetened, which I like because a lot of dried fruits contain sulfur dioxide in it, and that actually upsets my stomach a lot. So if you also have that same issue, I would just make sure that you would get something that's unsulfured. And I like that it's unsweetened because fruit is already super sweet. So why add more to it when you can just enjoy the sweetness from the actual fruit? Okay, next are these caramel bites. And they are just these thin wafer cookies and sandwiches, I guess. And in between the like outside wafer cookies is this like really chewy caramel goodness. Logan and I both love this. I think we discovered this from like a friend's Instagram story. They're not too sweet. They're like the perfect bite size. And if I'm not careful, I could eat like half this bag. Okay, this is already open because when I was trying to put Hunter back in the car, he was being a little bit fussy, and I think he was hungry, so I had to open these up to give him some kind of snack so that would satiate his hunger. This is mainly Hunter's snack. They're called inner peas, and they are, it says, a delicately crunchy baked green pea snack. It's got a little happy pea on there. But these are on the healthier side, a healthy alternative to, you know, the rest of the junk food that we have. But it's great. All it really contains are green peas, like a little bit of salt and oil. and price meal. Yeah, they're crunchy. They're on the healthier side, a healthier alternative to chips, and we like them, especially Hunter. Okay, another healthier snack, and this is Whole30 friendly. Not that we are doing Whole30, but if you are looking for a healthier snack and are on Whole30, this is a great one. It's called Savory Banana and Nuts Trek Mix, but it's just a really nice, like, salty, umami,
Savory.
like, savory mix of, what is it, banana chips? Yes, banana chips, cashews, and pecans. And it says that I think the seasoning is coconut aminos, which is a soy sauce alternative, and some other like spices.
Yeah, they're really good. It's got some spice to it too.
Yes.
Not super spicy, but it's definitely got that kind of cumin. What is it?
It's just a very like savory blend.
Yeah, it's very savory. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. This isn't really a snack, but this is from the frozen section, and these are char siu baos. So they're Chinese style pork buns. We love eating these, and they're super easy and convenient for us. So all you have to do is take one of these and wrap it up in a damp paper towel and just microwave it for about like 45 to 50 seconds, and it comes out like perfectly warm, and it's just full of like really yummy barbecued pork inside. And the bun is just super soft and chewy, and it's just a great little snack. Or I don't know, if you need like a quick meal, you could probably eat one or two of these and then you should be good. So we actually had one of these for breakfast.
Hunter had two for breakfast.
Hunter had two, but Logan and I each had one. If you want to know the way to my heart, you can just buy me a bag of chips and I will be the happiest person on earth. Like, I love chips. It's like my huge guilty pleasure. I need to work on self-control sometimes when it comes to eating chips, but I just can't help it because they're just so good. I will take chips over chocolate or candy or sweets any day. So we always have to have a lot of chips in this house. I just discovered this one on my last shopping trip to Trader Joe's, but I don't know if it's new or not, but it's their sweet potato chips. And these are probably the best sweet potato chips I've ever had. Like, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I agree. They're really tasty.
Yeah, they're super tasty, and the size of it is very generous. Like, I want to say like one piece is like about I don't know, like 3 to 4 inches long. They're like perfectly crispy. All it is just sweet potatoes and sunflower oil and salt. So none of that extra stuff that you don't need. This is probably one of my favorite chips at the moment. The next bag of chips that I bought is, and I believe this is one of their newer ones, but it's their patio potato chips. And it's a mixed bag with barbecue, dill, home style ketchup, and sea salt and vinegar.
So 4 flavors in one bag.
4 flavors.
And they're all mixed together. Is that right?
Yeah, you'll see each of these.
So it's like a multicolored, wonderful potato chip mixture.
Yeah. I like it because sometimes I can't decide on what kind of chips I want, and this is like the perfect way to solve that problem. I think one time Logan and I ate this whole bag in one sitting.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, next. Again, I think this is a newer one because I just discovered this on my last shopping trip, but it's their barbecue popped ridges. It's very comparable to, what is it, that brand, Pop Chips? But I like it. It's very like airy and not too barbecue-y. Like sometimes barbecue flavor chips can be like really overpowering, but I feel like this is like just right.
It's not too salty either.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, so it's a rich potato and corn snack. So it's not just all potato. But yeah, we've enjoyed this chip as well. So I bought another one. Okay, my little sister Eileen, she is also a huge Trader Joe's fan, and a lot of times she's the one who introduces me to like really good items. And she told me about this snack. It's oven baked cheese bites with black summer truffle. Doesn't that just sound good? All it is just aged cheese with truffle seasoning. It is so good. It's really crunchy. They're like maybe about like the size of a quarter coin. But yeah, we've really enjoyed eating these.
Imported from Italy.
And if you are gluten-free,
which we are not.
Which we definitely are not.
Our sourdough intake, but
if you are gluten-free and you want to find a yummy cookie, this is the one. It's their crispy, crunchy ginger chunk cookies. I believe it was our church friends who introduced us to these cookies. They are so yummy. They're a pretty good size per cookie, but I love like pungent, like gingery, like spicy flavored cookies, and this is a good one. Okay, I think I covered all the items that we bought before that we're familiar with, but I want to show you guys some newer items that we bought. So these are cauliflower thins, and it's a bread alternative. So I was looking at the ingredients. Yeah, I don't think there's any flour in it at all. So there's no gluten. It's just cauliflower, eggs, cheese, and cheese cultures. I thought this would be great to, you know, make sandwiches out of, or even just to eat by itself. Just because I make bread a lot here in this house, so sometimes I don't want to have too much of those bad carbs. So this is a good alternative if we want something healthier.
Bread substitute.
Yes. Another new item that I bought. This is already opened up because Logan and Hunter enjoyed this for dinner. But it's their black bean and Monterey Jack cheese burrito in a flour tortilla. And the only reason why I got this, so I was trying to think of something that I could buy for them that I could just heat up really quickly, just because when we went shopping it was already getting pretty late and Hunter's bedtime is fairly early. But I overheard this one lady shopping at Trader Joe's saying how their bean and cheese burritos are like the best. And so she convinced me to get it, even though she wasn't directly talking to me. Little do you know that you influenced me, so I thank you, fellow Trader Joe's shopper.
So I ate some, and I will say it is pretty good for like a prepackaged burrito from the store. Probably one of the best burritos I've had that you buy from the store.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, it's not like compared to like, you know, restaurant, but
Was it spicy?
it was not spicy. No.
Good. This is again a newer item to me that I purchased, but I did mention how I want to make like Mexican steak bowls, but we needed salsa for that. And this is a PEPITA salsa. So it's got like tomatoes, onions, red bell peppers, and dry roasted pepita. So maybe that'll, I don't know. I've never heard of PEPITA salsa before, so I'm thinking that it'll have a lot of depth in its flavor and feel more hearty, which I'm looking forward to trying. Okay, last but not least, so Hunter has been having a rough few nights when it comes to sleeping, and so Mommy and Daddy have been needing coffee. I've heard about this through other people, but I just haven't gotten around to buying coffee because we aren't really big coffee drinkers. I mean, we enjoy it, but we hardly ever have it. But this is their cold brew coffee concentrate. So I know it looks kind of small, like, I don't know, if you're a huge coffee drinker, you could probably finish this in like 2 days. But it says you only need to put like a small portion of this and then a larger portion of water, and then stick it in the fridge so that it's obviously cold, and enjoy it. But we like cold brew just because it's like a less bitter taste to regular coffee.
It says on there you can make 12 cups of coffee with this concentrate.
Oh, great.
So
good to know. Thank you guys so much for watching my Trader Joe's haul. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these items or if there's a particular Trader Joe's item that you love. I would love to hear from you and try them out myself. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content, and please also follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/blushandbraids. Take care guys, bye.